Hi friends, welcome back to Mark's Speed Shop. In this video, I don't have a whole lot going on this, but wait, before you turn it off, it's going to be just a little short video on I'm going to show you some of the things that's got coming up that I'm working on. If you've watched my last video, you saw where I told you I had to go and get shots in my eyes on Wednesday. This is Saturday now, late Saturday evening. And I did. I had to go Wednesday. I got a shot in each eye. And I had a little bit of a hard time with my right eye that whole evening. And so I didn't get anything done Wednesday except shots in my eyes, which I needed. But I mean, on the cars, I didn't get anything done. And today, Saturday, we spent my daughter and I and my ex spent most all day cleaning some chinchillas and moving some stuff around and working on the chinchilla room. So I haven't gotten anything done, so I'm just coming up here now. It's probably getting close to 7 o'clock. But I wanted to put a little something together for you to show you and let you know that next week I'm planning on getting back on to something good. But stay here, stay tuned. Let me show you a couple things I got going on. I think you might like it. Thanks for coming back. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy. All right, now I changed that end. Got a new grinder end on here. This one's really coming apart. So that one's shot. But anyway, still got this little piece here. But I wanted to mention this. When I was editing last week's video with this header on here, I was thinking, well, I have my reciprocating saw to cut this, and the grinder piece wasn't quite deep enough to go in there. So I was thinking, I might have to cut this pipe so I can get to it. And I didn't even think about it until I was editing the program, and I saw it. There's my hump. That's my hump that needs to go over the steering column. So I'm going to go ahead and cut that out because I've already hacked this thing up. I'm going to go ahead and cut this and see if I can make this work. I might not have needed to buy any of those other pipes. And I think it'll work just fine. If not, I've got the other pipes. I will get it done, but I'm thinking this might just work. And this pipe is just a little bit smaller than the other headers. So it should fit in it pretty snug. And I can just overlap them. But I'm going to go ahead and cut this out and then finish cutting this out. All right, well, I certainly have hacked that header up, but I got this piece. If it don't work, I got the new stuff, but this might just work. Just have to bring it up a little higher. Got this one off, this one off. So this is what I'm thinking about going like this down the collector, into the collector. This one going down into the collector. And this one's going to have to go on it somehow. Bolt on, kind of like this. Which means I'm going to have to cut this one a little bit flatter put the pipe to go straight. But I want to cut it, like I said before, I want to cut it with enough meat to do something. So these will connect. I just need a gasket. It's fitting pretty good. Got the bumps there. I just need a gasket and a couple of bolts. And this one will go down. I think it might work. And this might just work. Well, let's take it up there and take a look at it. All right. Now, let's see if I can get this in here with the camera. Yeah, I mean, I have to do a whole lot of cutting. But, yeah, I think that'll work just fine. Now, of course, it won't be up that high. I think that'll work just fine. I just have to trim it. This one has to come up a little bit more. So that will come up here. Then that one, this one's right. Can't get to it because of all the crap. This one right here is the one it connects to. I know that's confusing looking, but that's the one that's got to go all the way to the back. So I got to do. I'm about to do away with this. Bring this one out here a little bit more. I'll have plenty of room to cut this down. It'll actually be the right kind of hump. Yeah. This thing might even run better with small Mopar parts on it. I'll just be happy if it runs. Gets going. I might just get it. We're getting closer and closer. Every little bit you do, get you one step closer. Every little bit you do to ruin an old Mopar header might just get you to save. You practically ruined fender well headers. I think it's going to work. I think it's coming together. Of course, I got to admit this header ain't looking too good anymore. But it still looks like, sorry about the camera. Still looks like it could be some good donor headers there. Ain't got but one pipe still hooked up. One pipe hooked to a flange. Boy, I tell you, you wouldn't think it was a header. You think it was a plumber's nightmare. Pipes going everywhere. Good donor. And say I still got a good collector. Who knows? Might have to work on some of that. Might have to use some of that. If not, might have to use it somewhere else. I can see now a set of old headers can come in handy. These little pieces I think are going to be all right. Like I say, that's going to go on and probably go into a collector piece, kind of like this or like this. This one's going to have to connect to it and go back through, straight through to the engine where the engine is. But I think these ideas will work. Like I say, these are already flanges. Yes, they're square, but exhaust will flow through it. It's round, or round up next to the head, Chevrolet head, but the Mopars have square ports. But it'll be round coming all the way down to that big rectangle port. And then it'll just keep on going out. I believe I can make it work. See, it's all connected there pretty good. So if I have to cut it short, down here about where my thumb is, I can cut it kind of straight across there. But yeah, you don't want to cut them too short. You want to be able to cut them again. Another thing I decided to do, I don't even know if I mentioned this to y'all last time. I don't even think I had decided to do it last time. I went ahead and ordered some little chambered racing mufflers for this thing. I don't mind it open headers. Open headers on a V8 sounds great, even if it's kind of which it's got a little bit of cam in it, a little bit of oversized cam. It's the 340 purple shaft. But even with that, just that, it's got a good sound as open headers. If y'all saw the video where I was working on the exhaust, I cranked it that way. And I liked it, but you can't run just open headers. So I put those 2.5-inch pipes, straight pipes, back in front of the wheel. And I don't know, it's all right. It sounds like a tractor to me. Because you only hear one side at a time, 4-cylinder. But I got 2 of these little bitty little things. Both of them came in that little bitty box. To give you an idea how big it is in my hand. And a little bitty box, both these mufflers. But they're gonna be nice. They got like a V and then a little thing over here and over here. Ain't much to it. There's no insulation or anything in it. I think they're gonna sound good. 2.5 inch. I think they're gonna sound sweet on here. So we're gonna be getting on that pretty soon too. And I'm gonna move the pipes back in. I got them coming out in front of the wheels down there. I'm gonna go ahead and run them under like they're supposed to be and put the turn downs back on just a little bit in front of the rear end. So it's gonna sound a whole lot better. It's not gonna have that junk hanging down here. And I'm gonna be pulling all this, out of the donor. I just stuck his 6-cylinder valve cover up on here because I did a lot of work on that. Got it cleaned up and painted and all that. I want to hang it up, keep it. But I'm gonna go ahead and pull that head off. Not this video, but probably this coming week. And I'm gonna go ahead and work on getting the crank and rods out of that. And then we'll take them to the machine shop and make sure the crank and rods are all in good shape. So we can put them in here. And when I take your crank and rods to get them, check it all out, we'll take your pistons. See if we put all that together at one time. So we can get on that 327. Yep. So I got a lot to do. I just need more time to get back on this. And I gotta get that alternator hung. And got the radiator. I think I'm gonna put the Camaro radiator in this. I hadn't decided. I got aluminum radiator for the Camaro, but no more than aluminum radiators are. I might put the big aluminum radiator in this and the electric fan on it. And but anyway, I'll get it all done up. I'll bring you along. If I can get that header fixed, then I can just go ahead with the rest of it. And we'll be ready to fire up. I'll probably have to adjust the clutch a little bit. But, yeah, I think we might just work with that pipe there. By the time we cut her down and trim her up, I think she might fit just good. Yep. We're getting there. So be sure to subscribe and come back and check out what we're doing, what all I'm getting done. You already know what I ain't getting done, but so once we get that engine built and I get the truck running where I can pull the truck in and out and whatever, we'll pull this back in. Get that engine built. Remember, this has got it's got a turbo 350 with a B&M shift kit, a B&M, about a 2500 stall in it. That's what they advertise it at. Of course, your stall depends on your horsepower and your weight of your car and all that stuff. So, but they clump it in and advertise it a certain way so you know what to get. So, not a tremendous amount of stall, but it's enough for a big cam. That's another thing. I think I'm gonna call Clay Smith Cams in California and get them to custom grind the cam for that 327. So they pretty much guarantee if you put it all together right and you use zinc additive, it ain't gonna wipe the cam out in the lifters and all that. And they do a good job, American made stuff. So when you buy them cheapo jobs, $89.95 when you get cam and lifters. Years ago, that was fine, but not today. You better get it from a reputable American dealer. I'm ready to get back on this again too. I get kind of bored. I work on one for a while and I get bored with it. Ready to work on another one. My stepdad says, all you gotta do is work on one at a time. I said, I can't do that. A lot of people can. That's the people that get stuff done. They'll get a car built and a lot of them will build it and sell it. Well, right now, I don't want to sell most of these. I done told y'all when I did my website, I'm gonna put a few of them on for sale. I don't think this is gonna be one of them right here. I doubt it. I want to fix this again and drive it, especially with a new 327 with a decent sized cam, aluminum heads, high-rise single plane aluminum intake. I've got headers for it. They'll bolt right on. So I'm looking forward to that. I might get it together, drive it a little bit, and put it up for sale. But if I do, it's going to be a price on it. Y'all going to think I done lost my mind. Because they ain't looking like a whole lot right there, but it is. It's solid underneath. They ain't rotted or rusted. It's been a good, it's a good car in decent shape. But I got so much I need to get back on, but I'm excited about that 327 for this. Of course, hindsight, if I'd have thought much about it, I'd have probably wouldn't have took the 350 out of this. I might would have just, especially if I'd thought about it before I ever took the heads off, I would have just, started working on the body because the car was running fine. I was driving it. It's on the road. It's got tags and insurance on it, sitting out here. And I'd have built the 327 for the truck. Go ahead and turn that a little more into a racer. I got it as a gasser project now anyway. So we get a little bit of high winding 327 with big cam, fender well headers, and eventually I want to put a 4-speed in it and a better rear end. I thought it had a 12 bolt in it, but I believe it's just a 10 bolt single leg. So if I actually get the hot rod and the truck in it, I'm gonna need a 4-speed and another rear end. It's got that 2-piece carrier bearing drive shaft thing. I don't want to do away with that. So I wouldn't mind putting a Ford 9-inch under it. Unless I can find a good Chevrolet rear end or something. And a set of low gears and a 4-speed and a 1-piece, I guess you'd say, drive shaft for the truck, for the C10. Should be a little more of a hot rod then. But I just do a little bit at a time. Because every little bit you do, All right, well, that's going to wrap up this kind of short video. Just kind of catching you up to where I am. It don't take much. Y'all don't have to run much to catch up with me. But anyway, a little bit more on this because I'm excited about that 327. I got too many irons in the fire. I know everybody would say, pick one and work on it. No, can't do that. But they're actually gaining. They're coming along. Now I don't really need to put that exhaust mufflers on that Charger, but I want to drive it some. Only thing holding me back is I just won't do it. Clean the stuff off of it and take it to town. That's what I need to do. Well, I really want to put the mufflers on it and get the pipe straightened out on it. Make me feel a whole lot better about that. These are the cheapest mufflers I could get. Cheapest mufflers. They still cost too much, but I think they'll be great. Anyway, a little more on the Camaro, a little more on the engine for the Camaro, and a little more on a couple other things. So I really appreciate you coming back. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Just hit that little button and you'll subscribe. It's free and you're really helping me out. I thank you a whole lot. Come back to see me and I'll be here, good Lord willing, and I'll see you at the shop. Thanks.